What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight! Alright, we're coming back to Temple of the Dog. Yes, indeed. Temple of the Dog fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. This is a request from C. Summers. C. Summers wanted to see me react to this song by Temple of the Dog called All Night Thing. Now, I can almost guarantee you with almost 100% certainty that I've never heard this song before. This is not a song that strikes a bell with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there is always a chance that I may have heard it in passing. So, if I start listening to the song and I go, wait a minute, I've heard this before, I recognize this, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This was posted by Temple of the Dog, and the video has 59,899 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. All Night Thing, that's all it says. But the artwork says Temple of the Dog, so I'm going to assume this is the right song. We'll see. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
It's emotion to me that you wanted to leave, go somewhere warm where we'd be alone. Oh, I do not know what's going on. But I'm guessing, ooh, it's an all-night thing. Yeah, it's an all-night thing. If it's an all-night thing, nobody's gonna make it in. And if it don't begin, don't worry that I'll take offense. If it's an all-night thing, and we fall like a tear fall into the ground, I'll never come around, and you'll never hear a word from me.
There's some great stuff happening here. Can we talk about the drumming here for just a second? Can we talk about the drummer? I don't know who's drumming. I have no idea who the drummer is. But whoever the drummer is, doing a fantastic job with that shuffle feel. It sounds like he's playing with brushes. It does to me. I'm hearing a softer impact, and I'm hearing like multiple hits very quickly, like that. It's just like, it sounds like brushes to me. It doesn't sound like a single impact from the head of a stick. So I'm going to assume he's using brushes, which you want to use on a shuffle feel, so you can get that scrape sound of the feel of the brush. You know, like that sweeping is what they call it. You're using the brush like a broom, and you're sweeping it across the face of the drum head of the snare. You get that. Yeah, you get that nice shuffle feel. Obviously, if we're doing a shuffle, you don't have to do shuffles in 6/4, but typically shuffles are done in either like a 6-4 or a 6-8. I think we're in 6-8 here. But you got that whole sweeping feel, man. Man, that's so good. That is so good. You got a nice organ back there going. I believe it's Chris Cornell doing the vocals on this. It sounds like Chris Cornell. Getting that bluesy style of vocalizations with the little flips and the swells and the drop downs and the scoops, and yeah, it sounds really good. Very fitting of the style of song. So far I'm digging this. I'm really digging with my jazz background. I am absolutely digging this. I'm loving the drumming on this. Loving the drumming.
Never come around, and you'll never hear a word from me. It's an all-night thing. Well, I walked along, feeling the leaves and falling like rain, ooh, into a scheme. And she won't let on what that'll be. Yeah, but I'm guessing, ooh, it's an all-night thing. Yeah, well, it's an all-night thing. If it's an all-night thing, nobody's gonna make it in. And if it don't begin, don't worry that I'll take offense. Yeah, if it's an all-night thing, and we fall like a tear fall into the ground, I'll
dynamics there.
never come around. You'll never hear a word from me.
Great dynamic control from the vocals in that section right there. The section we just heard, I don't know if that's the chorus or the pre-chorus, I'm not 100% sure. But great use of dynamic shifts. I mean, he was good. He would get loud and then he would immediately get soft and continue to decrescendo. So it was like he would crescendo up to this point, but then when he came down, he didn't descend from this point. He came down here first, like down to here, and then he would decrescendo farther down. But never gets so soft that he got lost, and never gets so loud that he blew everybody else out of the water. So great understanding and application of dynamics in here. Really nice job on his part. And the fact that he's singing with just an amazing amount of soul, I guess, for lack of a better word. I mean, he's really got that blues style of vocalizations going right now. He really does. Cannot get over this drumming, man. This drumming is just fantastic. The organ and piano layered it's interesting. I like it. I like how the organ is underneath filling everything out while the piano's on top doing these little melodic runs and melodies and harmonies within itself, which is nice. It's a really nice thing to hear. It's a nice contrast. I'm not hearing any guitar at all. I am 100% positive there's no guitar being played. Bass, I don't think is being played. I think the pedal notes are being supplied by the organ, but it could be bass. I'm not 100% certain about that. I can't tell. Maybe I can figure it out in the last 30 seconds. I don't know. We'll see.
It's all that thing. Yeah, it's all that thing. Ooh, it's all that thing. Yeah, it's an all that thing.
I think it is bass, actually. think it is bass. There was no vibrato. There was a slight vibrato in the organ, like a Rhodes, but I didn't hear any vibrato in the pedal note, so I think that actually is bass. Okay. No, that was good. That was really good. Like, really good. Very well executed song. Not what I was expecting at all. That song threw me for a loop in a good way. You'll see what I'm talking about in the review. Well, there you go, folks. That was Temple of the Dog with All Night Thing. This was a request from C. Summers. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that an 8.5. Yep, 8.5. I feel great with that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
I'm going to get all the small stuff out of the way. And then I'm going to get to the big thing. The combination of organ and piano on this, great contrast within itself. You got the organ filling out the sound while you have the piano on top doing the little melodic lines and the little runs and stuff like that. Nicely done. Very nicely done. Very intelligent. If they had done it the other way around, it would not have been nearly as effective. And I'm glad they had both. If they didn't have both, I don't know if this would have been like, if it had just been organ, I think it would have been okay. If it had just been piano, I don't think so. I don't think that would have worked. But having both of them together, yeah, absolutely. Gotta love that. The bass playing, and yes, at the end I was finally able to figure out bass was happening there, and I believe that's Jeff Ament on the bass there. He was playing so subdued that I swear I thought it was organ. I wasn't 100% sure until the very end when I was really able to hear the organ with that slight vibrato, but the pedal tone being played with it had no vibrato. Now, can you split it? You can. If you're playing like a Rhodes with one hand and maybe like another keyboard with another, like if you're playing one piano, if you're playing just a Rhodes by itself, no, you can't. But you know, with new instruments the way they are, you can get, you know, you can assign different things to different patches to different sections of your keyboard. You can do that, but I don't know if that technology was readily available back in the early 90s. I don't believe it was. So you would have to use two different keyboards. It can be done, obviously, sure. But I tend to believe that was bass. I tend to believe that was Jeff Ament playing bass there. Very subdued. Underneath, great job of filling out with those pedal tones. Not adding, not taking away from anything, just adding a nice bottom end fullness to the chords. Very well done. Very tastefully done. Knowing when to play, more importantly, knowing when not to play, is a sign of a great musician. So, fantastic job. Chris Cornell's vocals, definitely one of the highlights of this song for me. Just a great demonstration of blues vocalizations. Really understanding how those scoops and the flips all work. And on top of it, great pitch, great way of singing in key and on pitch. Great vocal tone, a nice full tone, not thin. Even when he would pinch intentionally. Even then, it didn't thin out like too much. Like, it thinned out a little, but not to the point where I would say it sounded thin. You know, it just thinned out a little bit for the purpose of the direction of the song. He's really got a great concept of utilizing his vocals in the style of the song. He really does, and he does a great job of adapting. So I've always been a big fan of that from him, from everything I've heard from him. In this song in particular, it was a great example of it. Now, let's get to what I really enjoyed about this song. Now, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed all that other stuff too, but the highlight of the song for me was the drumming. What a great shuffle feel from this, from the drummer. Whoever the drummer was, I don't know. I don't know if it was Matt Cameron. I don't know if it was Dave Abruzzi. I don't know. I do not know. But whoever was drumming on this had an amazing shuffle feel. Really understood how to sit back in the pocket, especially on the 3s and the 6s. Just really laying back on those to set up the next. Just really pulling back, just really sitting back in the pocket. Loved it. The use of the hi-hat on the 2s, 4s, and 6s, just keeping that song, just keeping that song going. Very nicely done. I still believe he was using brushes. They may have been metal brushes. I don't think they were nylon. I believe they were probably metal brushes, but great job using those. Whenever you're doing a shuffle, using those brushes, it's going to make a world of difference. Can you do a shuffle feel with hard sticks, with typical drumsticks? You can. Absolutely, you can. It sounds better with brushes. I'm sorry, it does. It makes more sense, especially if you can get those brushes to sweep across the snare and get that you get that sound, that sweeping sound. It just adds to the shuffle feel. That is what made this song for me personally. I loved the drumming on this. It was fantastic. Super solid, sitting in the pocket, with that great 6/8 shuffle feel. Loved it. Loved everything about it. Took me back to my jazz roots. Loved it. So yeah, 8.5. Final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you did enjoy the show and you want to see more videos like this, feel free to join the fan base by clicking on that button down there. Yeah, you know the button I'm talking about. Click on that button, join the fan base to become one of us. Now, for whatever reason, if you don't feel like clicking on that button, that's okay. I still respect you. Also, if you did enjoy the video, please feel free to give the video a thumbs up. It'll do me a world of good and it will do you absolutely no harm whatsoever. Finally, if you guys do join the fan base, you will find a bell down there that you can click on. By clicking on that bell, it'll keep you up to date on everything happening with this channel, including when new content gets dropped. So, if you want to stay in the know, click on the bell and you'll stay in the know. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Until next time, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.